Welcome, I'm Josh Margulies, conversion copywriter, and today we are going to tear down Morgan Stanley's landing page. You actually get to this through a Google search. If you do a Google search for wealth management, you arrive at this landing page. Let's begin. What's the first thing you notice? Before we even get to the content, there is no call to action. Above the fold, there is no call to action. There's no call to action anywhere. Morgan Stanley is paying Google money every time someone clicks and comes here. They want to turn that person into a client or at least get a phone call or an email or something. And there is simply no call to action. It's unbelievable. Now, I would have a call to action box right in the header toward the bottom. I would have another call to action box lower down the page. And now let's get to the actual content itself. You look at this headline, wealth management. I mean, where do I begin? Just the concept of positioning, the concept of offering a benefit, anything. Wealth management, they're Googling wealth management to get to this landing page in the first place. Imagine if you go to McDonald's website and it says, we make burgers. Imagine if you go to Geico's website and it says, car insurance. Wealth management, that's what you do. That's your starting point. That's why they're here. You've got to give them a promise. You've got to tell them something. You've got to hit them at their emotions, get them at their fears and worries. When you talk about wealth building and you talk about financial management, financial advice, I mean, these are huge, huge emotional issues. We've got pain points. I mean, this is an unbelievable area where there's so much potential to really hit at people's emotions. Now, let's use my fancy tool here and start coming up with other options for the headline. Here's one of my favorites. How about afford everything you need forever and have left over for the grandkids? Here, let's put that in and see how it looks. A little bit long, but it sure does tell you a lot more. I mean, these people are going to retire. They've built a certain amount of wealth. Let's think about the psychology. And now they want to make sure that they have enough to get through the rest of their lives. It's scary. People are living long lives. You can retire at age 60 or 70, live till you're 95. That's one option. There's a million ways to go. Now, Bob Bly and others have a formula for headlines. The 4 U's: unique, urgent, ultra-specific, and useful. Wealth management is none of the above. It's not unique, it's not urgent, it's not specific, and it's slightly useful. This, on the other hand, this does really well. Using that gauge, right? This is unique. Afford everything you need forever and have left over for the grandkids. Very unique. How often do you see something that tells you you're going to have enough money forever, to last you forever? Ultra specific. I mean, have the money you're going to need, have left over for the grandkids. It's pretty darn specific. It's not terribly urgent. Again, you don't have to have all 4 of the U's every single time. It's not totally urgent. And useful. I mean, what could be more useful than having enough money to pay for stuff? Now, as I said, there's a lot of different options here. Let me just give you a couple more. How about this one? Maximum wealth, minimal risk. Nice, simple, to the point. It's specific. It's certainly very useful. How about this one's ultra specific? Have enough money after you retire to last the rest of your life. Similar to that first one, but again, it makes a promise. It offers a very unique benefit, and it really hits into the emotions. Here's one more. Retire with peace of mind and 0 worries. Again, isn't that what everybody who comes to Morgan Stanley's website is dreaming about? Now, as far as the next part of the page, again, 0 specificity. You have meaningful goals. Our financial advisors can help you reach them. Again, if you're writing copy, which could pretty much be on any of your competitors' websites, there's nothing unique. There's no positioning there. There's no value proposition. Now, then it says for nearly 80 years, that is better because that affects Morgan Stanley specifically. We've worked with individuals, families, businesses, and institutions, deliver services and solutions. Again, it's these meaningless, fluffy words. Services, solutions, build, preserve, manage wealth. We understand our clients' aspirations, devoted to goals. This is just painful. And you're saying to yourself, well, it's Morgan Stanley, right? They've got to know what they're doing. No, they don't. They're a super successful company, but it doesn't mean that the marketing person who put this landing page, and it's not even a unique landing page, by the way. They just took one of the pages from their website, as you can see here on top, and they just use that as their landing page. So it's so lazy of them to be spending all this money on Google and to not even have a dedicated landing page. So now I just changed it to retirement should be fun, not scary. You should have the confidence and security. Again, hitting on the emotions, not talking about goals and aspirations, which are things that, fluffy, sort of empty words. But retirement should be fun, not scary. You should have the confidence and security of knowing you could do anything and not use up your nest egg, travel, vacations, dining out, boating, recreation, new cars. Let me use my other fun tool over here. Toys for the grandchildren. You worked hard to get here and deserve to have the best wealth building team on the planet. Take care of your finances for decades to come. Okay, this is specific. Travel, vacations, dining out, boating, recreation, new cars, toys for the grandchildren. This is exciting. And it taps into their emotions. You worked hard to get here. Get them nodding their heads. Now, as you move down the page, sadly, it doesn't get better. It only gets worse. What are these, blog posts? I don't want blog posts on a landing page. A landing page, every single word on the landing page has one purpose. You know what that is? To get them to the next word. The headline to get them to the first line, gets them to the second line, which eventually gets you to the call to action box. There is no call to action box on this page, sadly, but this would be the call to action box somewhere around here. So you get rid of the blog posts. I like the family. I like them. They're cute. Him too, and her. But you got to get rid of the blog posts, and you got to have a call to action. You got to have bullet points. If there were some bullet points here where you're actually telling me bullet number 1, bullet number 2, bullet number 3, bullet number 4, telling me the specific benefits, telling me why people choose, telling me why people choose Morgan Stanley above everybody else. Tell me what makes them unique. Tell me about their record. I mean, we're talking about 80 years. Probably trillions of dollars of wealth that they've built. Get rid of all the fluff. Now, the checklist that's important with a landing page like this and almost every landing page, as I mentioned, concrete benefits. Concrete benefits means you're going to be able to pay your monthly bills. You're going to be able to travel. Concrete. Concrete is something you can feel, something you can envision. Not just goals, aspirations, success, results, solutions. Positioning, as I mentioned before, what makes us different? We've been around for 80 years. We have like experts who know how to do this better than anybody. I mean, we focus on you. We customize. There's a lot of ways to position your company versus the other companies. You got to figure out what makes you unique. Another thing that's important is simplicity. I keep talking about peace of mind, zero worries. Simplicity means you have to have a core message, which the core message is about. It is about figuring out why clients like you. If clients like you because they feel like you take care of them, because they feel like you put their needs first, then you've got to mention that. If clients like you because you have like a team of like 5 experts and each one has their own specialty, one guy is the portfolio guy, one guy or gal is the investment person, one guy or gal is about saving money on taxes, bonds, what have you. Financial guidance and wealth management covers a whole array of topics. So each one has their own specialty, give you this team of experts. That could be cool. I don't know. But again, again, you've got to speak to the reader. And finally, awareness level. You got to ask yourself, the person who's coming here, what are they thinking? If they don't even know what wealth management is, we have to start explaining to them the concept of wealth management. And in this case, if they know what wealth management is, then it's a waste of time to say wealth management is when we take your nest egg that you've saved up over these years and we turn it into a lot more money and we make sure you don't lose it and we minimize risk. They know that already. If they know that, you can't waste time with that. If they don't know it, you have to explain it. So it's really important. The experts all say this. You have to know the awareness level and ask yourself, what's the mindset of the person when they come to the page? Where do I want them to be when they leave the page? And how do I get them there? In this case, they're Googling wealth management. So they know already what the concept is. So we don't need to tell them that. What we do need to do is say, okay, you want wealth management, huh? Well, we're going to blow you away. We're going to knock your socks off with the kind of incredible wealth management that we can offer. You ain't never seen wealth management like this before. So don't start by explaining it to them. Start by telling them, we get it. We know what you want. You've got money. You want to make sure it lasts. You want more money. You want to turn it into billions. Well, we'll do what we can. No guarantees, of course, but we'll do what we can. Morgan Stanley, I'm sorry. You guys are amazing, but you really need a lot of help. Feel free to get in touch with me, the conversion copy guy.